welcome back to Let's Play the Elder Scrolls Online, episode 23. Now, Scroll, did Chodola write this?
Chodola discovered new power out in the wilderness, and it changed his view of the world. He writes about it in that document. Now he believes he's the Nerevarine, and incites the tribes, while I tried to keep them all from doing anything rash.
What is the Nerevarine?
You don't know? I thought... No, you're not an Ashlander, and the House Elves rarely talk about such things. Long ago, there was a hero named Nerevar. He fought alongside the Tribunal, before they claimed to be gods, until they betrayed him.
Chodola betrayed Nerevar?
So our legends say. Nerevar united the Kaima, and forged an alliance with the Dwemer. He died at the Battle of Red Mountain. We believe the Tribunal hastened his demise, despite Vivek's claims to the contrary.
Is this Morrowind, or is this... I don't know. Because I know this is like a good 4,000 years or something before Skyrim, but... Where does Nerevarine fit into all that?
The Nerevarine is a promise and a prophecy. We believe that, through the power of Azura, Nerevar will return to unite all Dunmer, House and Ashlander alike, and make Morrowind great again.
Oh
the
boy.
returned Nerevar will be known as the Nerevarine.
Yes, I do not believe Chodola's claim.
While the prophecy of the Nerevarine can be interpreted as the end of the Tribunal, I have always seen it as a prediction of hope and peace. Chodola and some Ashlanders, such as the Red Exiles, favor war. That's not the Nerevarine I believe in.
You think Chodola wants a war?
He uses an Ashkon's words to plant dark ideas in his followers. Ideas that speak of false gods, lost traditions, and the need for a cleansing war. His words become more forceful every day, but I hope to dissuade him from this violent course.
Learn about Chodola's new power.
All I know is that his new power frightens me. Chodola returned from a sojourn in the wilderness more vibrant, more commanding. He's always been strong, but now he's fearless, practically invincible, and swifter than the fastest Ashlander scout.
So you think... So I'm thinking that staff is somehow draining power from Vivek, and that's how it's working? No, this one, what do you think is so Chodola in power?
Chodola says his new abilities strengthen his claim as the Nerevarine. I think it's the staff he carries. He had it when he returned, and now it's always at his side. I know it's unreasonable, but I hate that staff. He calls it Sunara.
You must go now. Oh, it takes money. I guess you don't actually misclick and then... you know... summon a horse while you're doing a Thieves Guild mission. What is this place? Whatever it is, not my problem. Oh, Nilthig, yeah, so I was like, yeah, this is actually where it was. Oh boy, you know what that sound is. Let's see, if it's red, it's probably aggressive. Okay.
9 times out of 10, the cynics are right.
I believe all this thing will do is just summon more swarms, so. Ugh. Oh, it's an attack. I was sure. Is there a? There's no auto run, is there? Or like, you know, shift run? Okay. Auto shift run. Just use it whenever it's full, and then have it empty afterwards. I believe this Morrowind expansion, whatever it's actually called, was the first expansion.
Help! Someone, please help!
You're safe now, citizen. Continue your journey in peace.
They cut into the things.
Not you too. This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Talemra, but my wife insists we try a real mage.
Well, fuck you too. Enough fucking quests as it is. Hey, that's one thing I'm way more a fan that RuneScape does compared to like something like Elder Scrolls, is that all these quests, you know, all RuneScape quests are like big, well, you know, they're their own separate things that you know that it's like here and all that stuff. Whereas with this game, it's like here, have like 1,000, you know, it's like WoW. But I feel a lot more like it's like a mix of the two, where you know each quest, you know, has like dialogue, like voice acting and stuff like that. For the most part, it looks like so. It's a little bit more than say something like WoW, where it's like, hey, go fetch me, you know, what is it, 10 boar asses. Like a station. Fine, I need to grab the quest, so...
Hold, citizen. Be wary, traveler. Pilgrims have been attacked on these roads. Should you encounter violence, don't hesitate to call on us. We're here to protect you.
Is this Zyphreium? Yeah, himself, or is the cause of these attacks?
I hope your confidence is merited. We have our hands full with the Dreg and the Ashlanders, so rescues are in short supply. Captain Artesia Naros is at the canton of Mola Gamar. She can tell you more than I. Safe travels?
I'll speak with her. Poor thing. Oh, someone's been in here. Surprised you can't shift to do like a big, I don't know what the name of the swimming technique is, but you know, when you put like side strokes, I guess? Oh. So why is this blue? Oh, that's why it's blue. Is that it? No, that's it. Pretty shitty tower, if you ask me. Resdane, that's interesting.
Such displeasure and disappointment. Nothing works, even though every calculation is precise. Now an interruption. How infuriating. Wait. Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity.
Anything about divine energy?
Divine energy. I'll have you know I participated in Lord Sothis Seal's 9 analyses of the exalted enigmas. But we have more important matters. I'm about to determine the correlation between color and time, and I could use another set of hands.
And also he answers questions.
A reciprocal exchange. Interesting, yes. I can see the benefits of such an arrangement. Very well. Just activate the crystals in the proper sequence while I modulate the energy flow. Less chance of an explosion that way. Such a waste repeating words. Activate the crystals in the proper order. It's all about colors, like a rainbow. Make a mistake and reset the mechanism using that lever, unless it explodes. You'd be surprised how often that happens.
Like a rainbow, got it. Let's see. Well, from which angle?
A good start. Keep going.
Red, yellow, I think?
Correct. So far, so good.
Green,
What you are.
blue,
Close, very close. One more to go.
violet.
Yes, I love it when the gears align.
Then you make a prism.
Perfect. Such are the benefits of an extra set of appendages. The energy flows freely and without disruption, allowing the rods and the pistons to align in a most pleasing manner. Thank you. Now, why do you want to know about divine energy?
How's I was going to ask you about the transfer of divine energy?
Scent. How intriguing. I was just thinking about my former master, Sothis Seal, and the experiments we conducted. He desperately sought to understand the power he and his companions attained, especially whether or not that power was temporary.
Oh, so did Sothis reach a conclusion?
Not while I assisted him. He had a tool that he used to drain away minute bits of his own divine energy to store and study. He could extract it and return it as he saw fit. Not sure what became of the tool, but here are my notes.
Someone's using the staff to drain, vexing. A few questions?
More questions? Well, Lord Sothis Seal attributed curiosity to intellectual superiority. Suppose I should do the same. Ask, and I will attempt to tighten the cogs of your ongoing education as best I can.
You mentioned, is it a weapon?
Odd question. Is a hammer a weapon? A saw? A Dwemer spring spanner? No, it was just a tool. A device crafted by Sothis Seal to aid in his endless experiments. I suppose I could imagine ways to modify the device, but for what reason?
Oh, tools now, yes?
Haven't a clue. Tools have a way of wandering off when you don't stay vigilant. Had a Gore that used to swallow tools when I wasn't looking. Glowed for a month until the enchantment dissipated and the tool passed. Should have heard the screams.
You work with Sothis Seal?
I was his apprentice, but that was years ago. It's spent time working in the Clockwork City. That's what I learned about energy transference, Dwemer engineering, mechanical symmetry. Made me the dark elf I am today. I have a question. Who sent you?
Shkan and Tarvis sent this one.
The Archcanon, Lord Vivek's High Priest. Suddenly the gears align. I can think of a number of reasons that Alm and V would want to know about C and his tools, but some doors just shouldn't be opened.
Let's learn more about Cecil.
He's the father of mysteries and the architect of time, one of the Tribunal, the three living gods of the Dark Elves. Creates all sorts of helpful and intriguing devices, like the Clockwork City. I haven't seen my old master in many years.
Please indulge us. One was the Clockwork City.
It's a wonder and a miracle. All brass tunnels, glass domes, and giant gears. He was inspired by the work of the Dwemer. The Clockwork City is pure Sotha Seal. He made it to forge the future and reshape the world. I learned a lot there.
Civi, what? Is that like a shorthand for the Tribunal? Because I understand what he was saying, but I'm looking at this thing like, what is with the name?
Outlander, over here!
This requires a considerable amount of effort, so just listen. We have a problem here. Return to my office immediately.
Alright then. Oh boy. Jeez. What the fuck is happening? Is the game calm now? Not really. It's greeting masters of the craft. Await you in Vivek City. We have a train for all new craft and some accomplished crafters. Crafters will be certified by retraining. Skill crafters will be certified by mailing. So shall charge no fee for certification. It's mandatory to fill crafting writs. Interested parties should seek Melith for blacksmith, clothier, and woodworker certification. Equin Denoton for provisioner, enchanter, and alchemist certification. In the volume, request for aid from a lower citizen. The system brokering jobs between those in need and those willing to help has been established. See Onoldoran on the Hall of Justice for more information. I just don't like how it's like, here, let me change my... Wow, I've never... You okay, mate?
At last. Did you see what's happening outside? Red Mountain rumbles louder and more frequently. The sky grows dark, and worst of all, the people are beginning to notice. Soon I'll have to muster the Ordinators to keep them from the palace doors.
At the emergency, people want to see Lord Vivek?
In part. Lord Vivek is... not well. I won't allow his followers to see him in this state. He continues to lose energy, and it's becoming difficult for him to maintain the realm in his usual fashion. Now, what did your investigations uncover?
This one investigated the 3 locations. Here's what he learned.
I'll review these documents and present your findings to Lord Vivek. I was against bringing you into this investigation, but I was wrong. Thank you for aiding us. You should go see Lord Vivek now. He's been asking about you. I'll be along shortly.
You're just gonna read the notes? I thought this one thought he could discuss what he learned.
Very well. Tell me what you learned at each of the locations, and let's see what conclusions we can come to.
Barrelzar told Khajiit about Sothasil's experience with divine energy. He gave this one his notes.
Barrelzar faithfully served Sothasil. He's as loyal to the tribunal as I am. He would never intentionally harm Lord Vivek. But that tool he mentioned... Perhaps one of the priests Vivek sent away could search the temple archives for more information.
Vivek sent away all his priests?
Lord Vivek doesn't want his followers to see him in such a weakened state. Only you, Canon Levuel, and myself are permitted into his palace now. Speaking of the palace, Lord Vivek wants to see you when we're done here.
Her name Chadal has been sent the tribes.
So your notes say, and this Saren assisted you. Interesting. Most Ashlanders want nothing to do with the tribunal. Even so, they rarely become aggressive. I'd say this Chodala bears watching. If we can spare it, I'll send an armiger to Aldrin.
New vampire might have something to do with Vivek's problem.
Interesting theory. Perhaps Chodala's staff can steal Vivek's energy. Hard time imagining how an Ashlander could accomplish such a feat. Lord Vivek said the draining has grown more intense since you left. It doesn't look well.
Cultists took over mine outside of Bummer.
From what you discovered, I dare say there may be a correlation between the narcotic relic and the tool Barrelzal mentioned. And it seems the Ashlander thieves are connected to Chodala. Your evidence points to a clear conclusion.
So when Chodala is using Sonara to take ownership of Vivek's divine energy?
So it appears. Lord Vivek's doing his best not to complain, but I can see how much the draining of his energy has cost him. Just seeing you again should improve his mood considerably. And the progress you made with your investigations, outstanding.
Khajiit must go now. These like access ramps for those in like wheelchairs, you know?
Lord Vivek needs to do something. Look at that sky!
Lord Vivek isn't receiving visitors today.
Oh yeah, you weren't kidding.
My lord, please let me send for aid. Perhaps one of the healers can help you.
Pain is best tolerated in private, as I have written in the 37th ballad.
There must be something I can do.
You can call the Archcanon. He should hear the news our friend brings us.
Anyway, so I'm